Next year it's going to be 50 years since it was established.
And since that time, the building has not been changed, the rules have not been changed, the facilities have not been improved, and so on and so forth.
So we had to move out to market women. We met the year lodgers, one at Mushi, Yaba. We talked to them about the children that they need to eat. So we're able to get some food items from them, and we also had to talk to the orphanage homes that we needed assistance. Though the Juvenile Welfare Center is a transit. It's a place where children are picked, runaway children, children that have conflict with the law, children that are abandoned, babies that are abandoned. They are all brought there from different police stations in Lagos State. So when they are brought there, we have to look into their cases. We have to see the ones that need urgent attention, and we have to treat them. So
before now, they couldn't even separate the children. Some are just babies who were abandoned. Some are children who are lost or who ran away. Some are maybe young delinquents. So they were packing everybody together.
Yeah, everyone that is roaming on the streets, all the children. The police believes that bringing them there, then from there we are able to sort out. Some of them we discovered were runaway children because they were being maltreated at their homes, and some of them were used for house helps, and some of them were even raped. The girls were raped. A lot of the cases there were rape cases too, and some of these children, they were lost and found, and were also being brought there, and then some were abandoned, even including babies. A baby of 1 day old has been picked there, baby of 2 days, 5 days, and so on. We've picked them there, and what we do is that we transfer those babies immediately to orphanage homes that have been approved by the state government. So we transfer the babies there for care and protection. Then while we now look into the cases of the younger ones, we discovered that some of them we could trace their homes. Their homes are traceable. So we now get a commercial vehicle, because we do not have our own vehicle. So most of the time I used my car until it broke down. Then we had to now go using commercial vehicles and taxis. But we have to pay. So we have to trace the homes, and it's not easy tracing home. Because sometimes the child might tell you he knows or she knows, but only when we get there we discover, it's something somewhere here, somewhere here. So we have to come back again. And then by the time we are able to, then the other children too that are a little bit grown-ups, the 14, 15, we try and send those ones to the remand home.
Right. What about those who were raped, for example? They need special kind of help. What is done for them?
Like first of all, what we do, like there is a girl of 7 there, Bidemi, that was raped by area boys. So we had to take her to the hospital first, and we had to examine and make sure she didn't have HIV, and then we had to treat her and bring her back to the center. We've tried several times to trace her home. The last time we went, last week, we met her stepmother who refused to accept her. We came to discover that Bidemi's mother had divorced and left her father and married another man, staying somewhere at Ibadan, which we don't know. And then Bidemi herself, since the father has now had another mother, the stepmother does not like Bidemi and does not want Bidemi around. So Bidemi, we took her to an orphanage home. She still ran away from there, and she was still brought back again to us. So we decided to leave her there for a while.
Oh, I don't know, Margaret. I don't know, Secretary. I don't know how you do your job. I mean, I'm thinking of this little 7-year-old, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, should I take this one too into my home? And that's why I brought you here, because I know how daunting the task is. Because you mentioned a lot of things and you glossed over them. Let me put them in perspective here for everybody. I know the police has, all of us know the challenges that the police also has. I mean, even as much as I quarrel with the police sometimes, I know the challenges that they have. What she's talking about, they don't have buses. She had to use her own bus to be actually tracing. Most people won't do it. Why should they do it? Nobody's going to ask you why you didn't do it anyway. And the children don't know better. Maybe eventually they will die, or somebody will take somebody or something. But she knew that it had to be done. Number one, she cleaned the place up. 2, make sure that they removed the cage. 3, had to be going to the market, to be begging the market women to give her food to feed these children with. And spent her salary to feed children, to put fuel in her own car until the car broke down, and she didn't stop after the car broke down, began to use her own money with her men to be entering public transport to go and find the solution. So tell me again, what did you say the problem was that you couldn't help somebody? That's my question. And this is not about even being sanctimonious. My call is to, I'm tired of hearing people say, I want to get resources so that I can help. By the time you get that resource, you're not going to do anything. Because he that's going to be faithful will start with very, very small things. And that's what you have done here. Started with a very, very small thing. I'm going to take another break. Well, I want to explain clearly what we did with Ada, because Ada was very simple to solve. You know, she herself has been she was used as a house girl, passed from house to house. The reason she ended up with the man who is the father of her child is because she had no home. Remember, she's only 21. She has this 3-year-old son to take care of. But since that time, Ada has proven to be a sterling young lady. She found the house herself. 1-room apartment where she's living now, where we paid for 1 year. We have only paid for 1 year. You know, we went and bought, because we don't give money to anybody. We don't have that kind of money. So we went and bought the attachments for the braiding business that she now does. She does braiding at home by herself. She put her child in a nursery school. She's not in a nursery school. You know, she put, and what she did was that she realized that, you know, the timing and everything would be a problem. So she took a job, because now that she has a home, she took an extra job. She works during the day, and at night she puts the child in extra class in school, and then she goes and does more braiding. Because most Nigerian women are like this young woman here. They work round the clock trying to keep their families going. And Nigerian women are like this. So other Nigerian women that you might hear stories and reports on, they don't represent us, by the way.